Everything I spit rare, we sound in that great area podcast. They talk about hip hop all the way in the UK, so they gon' get props. Ooh, let me catch it once again. Every time I'm spitting,
let's get cracking. All right, so Posse Cuts. This is the second time we're doing this. For anyone who has not heard this before, go back to the first one. We had a good time with it. But just to let you know how it works, so we all take it in turns to introduce and listen to one Posse Cut each. This can be anything from a classic to a modern classic, so 2010 onwards, or a track that we consider a sleeper. Once we've listened to the track, the person who selected it will explain why they picked said song, and then we'll debate the best verse and share our own personal feelings and experiences with the track. We've all prepared 4 songs each behind the scenes just to make sure there's no overlap with each other, and also to prepare for future editions of the series. So, Kieran, do you want to break down what our definition of a posse cut is for people?
Yeah, because it's a constant debate. Even today we were thinking, is it 3 people or more? So I think we decided on it's 4 or more people. The reason being is because obviously you get solo tracks, you get duets, and you get trios as well. And I feel like trios are a different concept to posse cuts because you can make like a record or a song with 3 rappers still. Like everyone has a verse that contributes to the song. Whereas like when it goes to 4 or more, it becomes like a cipher and everyone's competing to have the best verse. And it's no longer about creating the best record, but creating like the best verse out of it. So yeah, we decided for our definition of posse cuts, it's 4 or more verses, not like 3 verses and another rapper on the chorus or whatever. So it's 4 full verses or whatever, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah,
we absolutely love it. I'd like to say on the run through it says I said Sean should go first. I literally said the opposite of that. I literally said the opposite of that. I said Sean first, written by Sam. I was thinking, whatever. I'm still up for Kieran's rock, paper, scissors thing. Who wants to go first?
Oh yeah, that sounded live, man.
I don't want to go first.
Game to start the thing.
I don't want to go first. I want to go last anyways. I don't really care. I'm not too fussed, but I think Kieran and Sean should do rock, paper, scissors.
I'm just calling it out. I'm winning.
And are we going to edit this out, by the way? Because no one's going to see the rock, paper, scissors.
They're hearing the rock, paper, scissors.
Trust me.
They're going to hear the madness. But just calling it out now, I'm definitely winning beat.
It's not a beat competition.
No, I know it's not.
Theo came on the call with J-Rock as his background, Win. I was like, Theo, what's going on?
Do you know what? Nah, let me tell the truth, yeah? Let me tell the truth. When I was listening to mine, I was like, I'm going to win. I was like, there's no competition.
In fairness, though,
it felt like a battle. It felt like a battle.
But in fairness, though, like we do decide at the end what our sort of favourite track of the night was. And Theo, if we're talking competition, Theo won last time.
Exactly. Yeah, so I'm just looking to like back my title. What, man?
What did he
back to back?
What did he play?
Who's going to do the countdown?
Nah, we don't play the countdown, man.
Who's counting down the rock, paper, scissors?
I will. Yeah. All right. Rock, paper, scissors. Sean beat you. Theo won. No, he didn't. No,
I didn't.
Wait, all of you guys fucking combated each other. Everyone combated each other.
Wait, let's do that again because one did rock, one did paper, one did scissors.
I'm about to say, I was like, no, wait, because in my screen I looked up then down, so I was thinking, all right, Sean beat you, but then Sean loses. All right, just so you guys know, Theo's gonna play rock again. I know his tactic. Anyway, all right, rock, paper, scissors. All right, so Kieran's out.
I'm out.
Sean versus Theo. Now, if Theo gets to go first, I guarantee you he's going to play Sean's track or just to piss him off. All right. Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, damn it.
Hey.
Sean was destined to go first. It was written in the stars. All right,
let's go.
Huh?
Anyway.
Your intentions were good?
No, let's just jump straight in.
His intentions were good.
Why I wanted to go first. So my track is a modern classic. I know
After
we all know it.
2010.
I'm sure most of the listeners know it. I'll dig deeper into why I picked it, obviously, but I just feel like it's quite relevant to this year as well. And I'll explain why. But my track is Danny Brown, Really Though.
Does that count as a thing? No?
Yeah, it's got 4 verses.
Okay. Early man. Early man.
Sorry, my phone just started talking.
Yeah, I know. Your phone knows what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, really though. I feel like I've spoke to all of you individually about this at the time, but we've never actually like all chatted about this track. And with it being 6 years old, it's interesting. But for me, I mean, it was a treat at the time. It was an unexpected treat. Danny Brown was in this, probably like in the height of his creativity, making this really left field music, gearing up for this new album, which is amazing, by the way. And then we got this dropped as a single. And to have Absol, Kendrick, well, Kendrick was doing a lot at that time, I guess, with the features and stuff like that, coming off the back of Butterfly and the Untitled Unmastered. But we hadn't heard much from Absol in a while. And it felt like Earl just went completely quiet after that previous album, I Don't Like Shit. So to hear all of them on the track, Black Milk Production, like I said, was just this unexpected treat. And I feel like it's one of the sort of modern day classics as well. I feel like any hip hop head is a big fan of that track. But I guess the reason I picked it is because I was thinking about it, and there is a chance that we get a new album from all of these guys this year. I mean, we know we're getting Earl. Danny Brown's announced the title of his. It's done. We just don't know when it's coming. Kendrick, I mean, we don't really need to say much. And then Absol, maybe not, but I feel like there's been things said about music being there. And it just felt like quite a timely moment to revisit the track and then also maybe talk about what we're thinking with these guys and what they might do in 2022. But what do you lot think of the track anyway?
It's a great track. Everyone has a great verse, and it's nice to hear certain people, i.e. Absol, rapping for the first time in what felt like forever. But everyone else is already, a really good rapper. I feel like Danny Brown has kind of gone not by the wayside, but his career hasn't popped off the way I thought it would, 10 years ago when I first found him. So, yeah, but we're expecting new Earl, maybe new Oklahoma, or Kendrick as the people might know him. So,
yeah,
it's a good choice. It's a good, strong choice.
Yeah,
but Danny Brown's an interesting one because I feel like, well, Earl, at the time of recording, Earl's dropping on Friday, and we're probably going to do a review, so we'll talk about him then. Kendrick, we've said enough, but Danny Brown is someone we didn't bring up in our most anticipated. What do you mean by like what you said? You thought his career was going to pop off. What do you think? What do you mean? Sorry.
He was different. Like at the time, you got to imagine it's 2011. Oh, sorry, yeah, 2010, 2011.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We had ASAP, we had Odd Future, we had J. Cole. All these people have reached like a certain level of career heights, and Danny Brown never really got there, even though he's in my opinion a very, very good rapper and he's unique. So I mean that doesn't mean he doesn't do well, but he's just not got the same public appeal.
He went after 30 when he made Old, the debut album. Basically, that was definitely more of a mainstream look, I guess. There was a lot of almost like dance tracks on that.
Yeah.
And I think he's spoken about it and said that it never really felt right, or like it wasn't the music he wanted to make.
Yeah.
And then with Atrocity Exhibition, he just went full like 30 on LSD. Just it was just some of the weirdest shit you'll ever hear. I think that's what it is. It's just he's a wild guy in it. He makes the kind of music he wants to hear. He's got all these strange different influences, sorry. It's not palatable to like the mainstream listener, is it really? I know the last album was a bit more mellow and a bit more easy on the ear, but like Atrocity Exhibition is just wild, man. Yeah. This is like the most mainstream track on there by a mile. It's just like this is easy
to celebrate different and new types of rappers, and I feel like the new generation of people definitely get celebrated for being different and doing different things. But there's definitely elements of what he's done and what he does, like in his voice, the high pitched stuff he does and the low kind of growly tones, that is definitely prevalent now. Like a lot of people, Playboy Carti and all these other rappers, like even Pop Smoke. Danny Brown had the ability to do both those types of voices for fun, rather than him just being like kind of pigeonholed into doing one type of voice. Yeah.
No, I get you. And who remembers that track When It Rained? Off that album?
Nah.
You don't remember that?
I really
can't remember it.
Yeah,
crazy.
I really didn't listen to that
When It
album
Rained is
that hard.
Honestly, when it rained, I've still not heard anything like it since. It's so good, so good. But
that album's arguably better than XXX.
Nah,
I think so. Yeah.
for
I
me,
think so. I mean,
30.
I have more of a
Sam, deep it, Sam.
Yeah,
30
yeah.
is, for me, I loved 30. I loved 30 because I downloaded it the day it came out. It was there on the hip. It was like hot new hip hop in iTunes. Yeah, I was like, oh, I got some iTunes vouchers. Bought that. I was like, this artwork's cool, and listened to it was like, whoa. So maybe
it was a moment discovering him.
Yeah, the experience.
Yeah. Sam, I'm with you. On a personal one, it's still 30, but honestly, this one he tapped in. He like chewed off the fat and just went full on like wild with this one.
When I was listening to this track though, I was thinking that Earl made everyone sound a bit mid on it, don't you think?
Trust
me.
Yeah. That's
all the internal bars. Like Danny Brown's only rhyming like the last word. He does like one internal in that whole verse. Like Absol's one was hard. I like Absol's one because he did something where like he morphed his flow so many times. And I think Kendrick was kind of like, do you know, I'm on the chorus and I've got this little bridge thing before my verse. I don't really have to do too much. Like I'm already owning the song. Let me just flow in it. I don't know. Yeah. Kendrick's verse is a bit mid, you know. That might be one of his like worst verses of his career. But
it was. I'm with you with
that's
that.
not bad.
It was
it's not
mid.
bad though.
It's not bad. But it was
he doesn't do
mid.
bad verses.
Definitely mid.
I feel Earl just had a lot to prove, innit? He's the youngest guy on the track. He's obviously the least recognizable out of all four. So he kind of just turned up and said a whole bunch of
he came like, that's like a Nas verse, like the amount of internals he does on that.
Yeah.
All the multiple rhymes as well.
I just remember when I heard this because his so a year before that, or like a year and a half, he released the second album, I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside. And his voice kind of changed on that. He kind of like dropped the effects and obviously the content got a little, I don't want to talk too much about it because we will talk about Earl, but you get what I'm saying. On this one, he sounded so clear. And I remember thinking, if I didn't know what he looked like, I would think he was the scariest flipping rapper out there. He just sounds so like powerful when he comes on this track. And then some of the lines as well that hit hard.
One of Sean's favorite bars on it, it's something about you're the mouse that the Falcon picked up. And I really don't know why Sean picked up.
That's a hard bar though, man.
It is. And then the way he ends it, like, I'm at your house, like, I'm in your house, like, why you got your house on my chucks? That's just listen, it's such a good verse, man. It's like a 10 out of 10 verse. And I agree with Kieran. It's like everyone else they're doing well, but he just kind of comes in at the end and steals the show.
That's exactly what he does, though. Steal the show. He's got the best verse.
That line, "You a mouse that the Falcon picks up," that is actually a bar, you know, because it sounds like a diss.
But it's like a diss to who?
It's so descriptive.
Yeah. Who are you talking to? You know what I mean? It's like, what the hell?
No. He says I broke up with my girl because we don't argue enough. Like,
yes.
But also, it was like he was kind of. It also felt like I'm sure he did release stuff in between this and the previous album. But it was like almost like he was following on because he says something about getting out the house is a must. It was like it was a continuation of what he had been talking about. And again, I don't want to talk about too much because we will, but I feel like Earl has done that throughout his career. Every album, almost like every verse even, is kind of like an indication of what's coming next with him. It's like one story. That's why he's one of my favorite rappers, but I won't bang on too much about it. But yeah, that's my pick.
We like.
Nice pick.
God, dear, tell us your pick.
Right. So my pick, I spent a while in it. I was gonna go UK, but no, I found a sleeper that reminded me of when I heard it for the first time, and this just slaps. So my pick, just get up. What? Oh, okay, so it's why have I flopped the thing now? It's anticlimax.
Let's say, yeah.
Anyway,
he's
right.
got on his pick.
No. It's all good, man. Because I had a lot of picks. Like I said, I was going to go UK, but this one I heard and got reminded. Was like, I need to pick this. So my pick is International Players Anthem. I Choose You.
Haven't we already had this?
I thought as much.
Oh, okay. No, I just thought we did. Or maybe that was on one of my lists.
What was that? What was in the
that?
Matrix? What's that?
Oh, that was Siri. Siri likes to be involved, man.
So I typed a text to a girl I used to see.
I was reading the lyrics and clocked something, you know, that I never clocked before. The way Andre and Big Boy's verses match is so sick. Like, where Andre's like, CC'd every girl that I CC round town. And like, I don't know if he does it more, but like Big Boy gets gets addicted to that. I guess it does it like he does.
He says something about double
ask
DT.
Paul McCartney, dump in the gut, all of that. It's quite sick.
Yeah,
I like that.
it's cool.
Greatest duo.
Yeah, to be fair, I think Big Boy's verse is the best verse on there. I don't know about you lot, but
Big Boy went in.
Yeah, no, Big Boy
That
goes
chopped and
in.
screw.
No, he did, yeah.
like Andre obviously opened it well, but I was like, I don't know, Big Boy's got this on the end.
No, Big Boy.
Yeah,
Big
why'd you
Boy
pick
was
it?
hard
Why'd
at
you pick
that.
it, Theo?
Oh, like I said, I was listening to loads of Posse Cuts, and when this came back on again, I was just like, oh, this is amazing, man. Oh, what better than to pick like two amazing duos from the South to join in this Posse Cut, and just like RIP to Pimp C, obviously, and love UGK, just for them just to go out on this. And then it's funny because they're all talking about women, but all talking about women in their own different ways. Like two are obviously talking about pimping out sort of women, where one's and then the others are talking about, obviously, there's one where they talk about getting a girl pregnant as well. And there's obviously Andre's 3000 obviously relates to, someone remind me, please, his son, who he got
Like
with.
marriage, isn't it?
Yeah, but who did he marry? Oh, why is the name? Oh, that's it, Erica Badu. That's the one. That's the one. That's who I'm thinking about. So, I to be honest, I just like it, and the beat slaps. By the way, the beat slaps. I'm sorry, the beat is just like, that is pure. That is country. And shout out. That's another thing, because the beat slaps. But a shout out to 3-6 Mafia as well, because they just unbelievable.
You know what's funny? One of my picks was gonna be a UGK and 3-6 Mafia track, but I was just like, I don't know if people are ready to be listening to that kind of filth, because that's the thing with 3-6 Mafia. They say absolute disgusting things.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
but this
It's
UGK
probably
track
like
was
the
nice.
greatest Southern hip hop song of all time, because
I just love it. It's
three.
just South.
All three of those groups.
It's just South. Exactly. It's brilliant. It's just.
Yeah.
If you want a
Southern
definition
Avengers.
of the, exactly. You want a definition of the South. This is
This
it,
is the
man. This
Avengers.
brilliant. Yeah, 100%.
Got that beat. I had to turn that down. When it comes in, oh my God.
That was the thing, you're vibing for a long time. Then the second verse comes in, the beat drops. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot this is vibey like this. I was like, oh.
We decided, Big Boy had the best verse.
Oh yeah, Big Boy for me.
Well,
man.
we haven't listened to
As much
two
as I
other
like
tracks
how
yet, but
Andre-
so far he's the front runner, unfortunately.
Respect to those three to let Andre go first as well, though, because that could have went south for all. Excuse the pun. It could have
Could have gone dirty
even
south.
mean that. It could have went wrong for them all, but Jesus, man. Yeah, Big Boy killed it.
Big Boy did a lot. He did a lot. Which is weird. It seems like there's a kind of a theme here that everybody that raps last on the track does the best. Will it be the same for the person that gets to go last in the picks?
We'll see. Oh, and also, Bun B has one of the best voices.
Oh,
Yeah,
his voice
hands
is
down.
amazing, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
He has everything that we said in What Makes a Great Rapper. Go listen to the episode now. But he has an accent, he has a deep voice, and he mispronounces words all weird, and it makes it sound amazing.
I'm just thinking of his verse on Murder. Oh my
Oh man, that's one of the best verses of all time.
Might have to listen to that soon.
Go on, Kieran. Tell us your pick.
You actually taught us the song. It's called TD, Tokyo Drift.
Swear down. Wait, this one here. This one here. You guys are trying to chat shit about this one. Take
pause
it
this
in.
video. Pause this, and listen to TD by Lil Yachty. Like, I don't even like your Lil Yachty as well.
He goes in. The whole thing
I don't
is
even
hard.
like this rapper. But
Oh my god, this track here, when I first heard this, I was like, why is no one vibing to me? With
hold
that?
on, wait. Let's give some background real quick. Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious. It's that Teriyaki Boy song that Neptune's produced.
Yeah.
Oh, is that?
It's that. That's what they sample. That's why it's called
That's the
TD.
sample. Yeah.
Oh,
When you
jeez,
deep
okay,
it,
cool.
you'll love it.
I remember saying this in the group and no one was like, oh, this is hard. I was like, fuck you lot. No one's hearing
No, we all
it.
liked it though.
Huh?
We all liked it.
Yeah, but
We
no
all
one
liked
was
it.
hearing it like the way I was like, oh, I don't know. But anyway,
Keep it
TD
now.
by Lil Yachty. See what I'm saying? Lil Yachty does a lot on that.
No, who put him on though? Because he doesn't deserve to be put on like he is. Those bars are like they're funny for like the wrong reasons.
Tyler
man.
kind of how can I put it? He took over the middle of the track for no good reason.
100%.
The beat switched.
Oh,
The
man.
beat switched for Tyler.
He was like, "Yeah, this is my track now." He's like, "Yeah, I know you want this, but it's mine."
But then
Other
Tierra.
verses though, Tierra Whack, even
Yeah,
ASAP
yeah.
with that swag as well.
Yeah, ASAP is just.
Yeah, ASAP definitely has
Charisma.
some swag on that. Yeah, 100%.
You know what I like about Tierra's
Yeah.
verse? She does that thing that I always love when someone's rapping too hard and in their verse they tell themselves to like slow the fuck down. She's like, "Yo, you spin too much, so relax."
That was funny. That was like MF Doom, like those little funny cartoon voices.
Yeah. So, go on, Kieran, why'd you pick it?
I just love that song. Do you know what I mean? The beat obviously connects with us, and I saw Fios had a screw face with that beat.
Oh
was
yeah,
kicking
no,
in.
I was screwing.
Like,
man.
you were saying
That
beat of the
was
night, but like,
Oh
I
no,
don't
no,
know, like,
that's exactly no.
I don't know right
myself.
now.
No, I definitely don't know myself. That
But I do. You know, Lil Yachty produced that. What the hell?
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know how much he produced it, but it's still a good remix because the
He's
thing is,
getting the first credit for this though. It's him and then 30 Rock. So
it's a weird kind of like mashup of a beat because it's like it still sounds like in the beginning it sounds like the original beat, but then it's like when it starts like glitching and changing for everyone else, it's a really really like progressive fun beat. I think.
I find it interesting because it's like I think like it's pitched like two duos, isn't it? It's Lil Yachty and Terry Whack are the credited artists for this song,
Right.
and then it features Tyler and ASAP, who are like an unofficial duo.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, they're like one of the best unofficial duos of all time. Like, I would love a collab album between them. They've hardly got that many songs together, but when they come together, it's like Tyler raps his best on it, and ASAP just flexes different.
How did we not
So-
see this as the
Solid.
precursor to Tyler dropping such a great album though? Because he rapped
Exactly.
on this song.
yeah, that's
He
true.
goes crazy
That's
on
true.
this.
Do you know what? For me, it wasn't even like I Call Me If You Get Lost. I expect greatness from Tyler. It was more for me not seeing the direction he went in to just being straight rap. Do you get what I'm
It
saying?
all makes sense now,
Because
though.
I'm with you, Sam. I'm like, when you think about the West Side Gun feature, there were other things as well. Like, why did we not see it coming? Why was it like when we heard flipping DJ Drama shouting over stuff? Why was it such a shock? It was like this was coming, really, wasn't it? 2020 was killing the features. I'm sidetracking, but when
Now, Tyler
Tierra
got
Whack
the
said,
best verse, right? Or what were you saying?
I don't
Sean?
know, man. When Tierra Whack said, "I'm a star, call me Patrick," I was laughing.
To be real, when I first heard the song, I did think Tierra Whack had the best verse, especially because it's like coming after all these men, and she comes with that verse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy. This is mind blowing.
I think she
Tyler
raps the
might just
best.
edge it because he just kept going.
Yeah, about to
I
say.
just love Tyler so much these
Yeah,
days.
Tyler
Honestly, like, I'm
just-
so
yeah.
biased. If I hear him rap a verse this good, I'm just like, yeah, that's it, man.
But it's
He's made my day.
it's the manner he takes over the middle of the track though. Like you get that energy that this is mine now. Like I'm taking over this track. That's the impression I got. He was just for me, he was
Quotables.
killing
Non-stop
it. Yeah.
quotables, actually. Like Sean's quoting one lyric from Tierra Whack, but I swear like every bar Tyler had a quotable.
Yeah,
He got
was
too
saying a
much
lot.
to memorize them.
Nah, that's the thing. When a rapper takes over a track like that, yeah, you have to just kind of just sit back and go, well, everyone else had a great time, but you know, this is now your track. You know, I'm sorry. This is. He raps for like a whole minute straight, I think, if not a minute plus.
It's one of his best verses of all time.
Yeah,
Defo.
no, definitely. Pre Call Me If You
What
Get
a
Lost,
moment.
definitely. Because I haven't ever heard him rap that good and that clearly without saying something completely dumb in the middle. Like he just was rapping and going.
Yeah, I might have to make Posse Cuts into a playlist.
let the bots take over.
Jesus,
Shout out to the
strange,
bots.
man.
Shout out to the bots.
Strange.
And on that note, get in the
That was a-
Discord.
That was a co-call,
Discord time. Everybody say something about the Discord. Someone say something.
Join the damn Discord.
You need to
It's
get
in the
on that
description,
Discord.
like,
man.
it's
We need
literally
to-
a link.
We need to hear
It's
you.
a
man.
link in the description to click. Like it's not that hard to join.
How are you listening this far
Honestly.
into the episode and you don't listen to what the fuck we tell you to do? Go into the
Yeah.
Discord.
Make an
And if you
account.
go into the Discord, you might get a special offer on my seasonings, and we might send you a seasoning pack. So just go into the Discord, and you'll get a seasoning pack in the post.
Subject to
I
terms
was
and
going to
conditions.
say we've got free merch on there, bonus episodes, nudes, all sorts.
Oh yeah, Sean's got the fire news. Sean's got the fucking OnlyFans on there. Yeah. Hey, listen, seriously, yeah. The first person to join the Discord, you can have access to things that other people will never get to hear. I'm talking the battles. We used to have these legendary battles all locked down, yeah. Some of our best content that could never come out because the people don't want to let us play their songs and build up their thing. They don't want us to help them blow in India and in Ghana, man.
They want to
Stop fucking around with us.
Big enough.
Number 10 music commentary thing in Ghana. Something else in India. We're big in all the fucking countries.
Spotify's calling us music history, you know. It's just like the history lesson right now.
Archival!
No, honestly though, if we ever get big enough, we got to bring back the battles.
Kieran went into the dark. Shit,
Ghostly.
man. Kieran got plugged into the Matrix. He got pulled into the
That's what I'm trying to say.
Nah, but all you fucking weirdos get in the Discord. First person to get in the Discord gets a free NFT or whatever the fuck you want. I don't know. Let's just use all the buzzwords. Get a COVID vaccine booster. Whatever you want, it's in the Discord. Hop in there. I think that's the most bombs I've ever dropped in 2 minutes. Here's one more.
Sam, you gonna finish us off?
Yeah, I listen. I think I've got the best pick of the night, and I'm not even gonna have to explain why. I'm not even gonna tell you the title. I'm just gonna play it. I'm gonna say, just put one hand in the air if you really care.
One hand in the air if you don't really care.
Respect to RZA, but I always laugh.
I know.
at that, man.
No, same. The way that RZA comes in every time always cracks me up, man.
He just comes in and says
Fucking
something completely
ridiculous.
different from the original chorus. He just remixes it up. He's like, "Oh, you champagne wishes and dirty white bitches." I'm like, "Yep, that is fucking ridiculous." But
I just imagine him screw facing in the booth, like, shouting. Oh my! God.
I wish that was the
It's for
original
the
chorus.
listeners.
Yeah,
Hold on. We didn't even tell them what we played. It's
well,
so
you don't need
appalled.
to. No, I'm
Kanye
joking.
West.
So appalled by Kanye West from, well, not Donda. I was gonna hit the Donda button, but it's from My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Yeah, do you know what? I picked that song just because I feel like it was at the time the rap superpowers all at once. Jay-Z, Kanye, you know, they hadn't even dropped Watch the Throne yet, but it was just such a, for me, those verses are just amazing because they're just talking about how upset they are that people are like even trying to tell them what to do or judge them. Like there's a point where he's like, Jay-Z's like, would you rather be underpaid or overrated?
Yeah.
And he's like, unlike Hammer, 30 million can't hurt me. And obviously back then there was no rap billionaires just yet, like no rappers that were billionaires. So it was a flexy moment. Obviously Jay-Z and Kanye are both billionaires now, but for me, that's just a mad song.
Kanye's really saying stuff too in there as well, though.
Oh,
He
big time.
wrote that
Actual,
too
like,
himself.
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, he was saying stuff like, you know, about how he's just, obviously he wasn't married then either, but he's talking about how why can't my life just be like one non-stop porno? He's like, I'm fucking all night and then the maid comes in and she's ugly and she's killing my vibe. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, for me,
He had to have wrote that, right?
oh,
Things
100%.
like that. He had to. I'm not saying the whole verse was him, but like stuff like
Oh,
that.
he said he did. He said he wrote it while he was in Paris working with Fendi.
Yeah, Kanye
Really?
does have a kind of like a tendency to write cheeky, weird bars like that, and you can tell that that is Kanye's voice coming through there. But it was between that and Monster, but I just felt like Monster's just a bit too mad. Like I was ruined a pick for a future one, but yeah, for me, So Appalled is one of the best Posse Cuts. to
Also,
come out.
Monster technically only has 3 full verses.
That's
but
what I always
don't
think,
count
yeah.
Rick Ross. Rick Ross has a little intro moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Rick Ross has a verse. Okay, that's a verse if I ever heard.
It's a bridge.
That is not a verse, man.
But yeah, no, for me, So Appalled is a top tier track. Obviously, we've all picked quite new stuff apart from Theo, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think my track wins.
So Appalled's
best
one
beat.
of the best Posse Cuts because of the story. Like, Saha's verse got recorded when Kanye was asleep. Like, what the hell is that about? And then he comes in the studio and presses play on the song. Everyone in the studio starts screaming when they hear Saha's verse. Like, what kind of story is that?
Yeah.
Incredible.
I heard him say that in an interview. Yeah, that's mad.
Hopefully, in this documentary that's coming out soon, we get to see some of this stuff that we've heard so much about. I don't know how long the documentary covers, but I'm assuming it'll go up to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy at least.
Oh, the Netflix one.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Because Kanye is very secretive about his studio stuff, so
Well,
it's going to be interesting. To see
there's
that.
definitely footage that we've never seen before from way back in the day. Because this seems like some up and coming filmmakers that were like, let's just record this guy. We like this guy. He seems interesting. So we'll see. We'll definitely see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think my track wins best song of the night, best verse of the night, or biggest surprise of the night. It's just a
Who's
solid.
the best verse though? Because I think it's Pusha
Yeah, that's
T.
a hard.
You think so?
Ooh, Push is
I think it's
Push
Pusha
is up
T.
there.
Yeah.
I actually think it's
Pusha,
Ye,
yeah.
but Pusha T's close. The
I'm
whole
going
Mother
with it.
Goose bit is that little scheme that he's got. Oh my god.
I'm going with Big Boy still. I'm sticking to what I said earlier. Big Boy.
Oh no, I was just talking about
so
Appalled.
appalled.
Oh, on this track. Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
Pusha T. 100% Pusha T.
Really?
You weren't even rating Pusha T as well. Last time we spoke.
Hey, listen, nah,
You were-
don't come for me
you're like,
about
who's
that,
waiting
yeah.
for him now?
But yeah,
Nah,
Pusha
but I
T
feel
back
like-
then was a gas. But like Jay-Z and Kanye did great verses, but I feel like that's not some of their best work. And for Pusha T, he just came in third and came in strongest. Like he
It
comes
was
in
a
with a whole
moment,
different
wasn't
thing.
it? Like that's his transition. Like I'm a solo artist now.
Get
Yeah.
what you mean, but Kanye's saying stuff in that verse.
Yeah,
But
I
Pusha's
do
got
like Ye's
cadence
verse,
though.
yeah.
Kanye's verse like fits into the beat so well that he kind of doesn't even stand out like on a listening level. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Pusha, he pierces your ears, but it doesn't take you out of the energy. It's just
I get you,
the
I get you.
intensity. Yeah.
But to be fair, Sci-Hi said a lot of weird stuff on there. Like, I don't mean weird as in like
I
it's
like
out there.
Sci-Hi.
He was talking about some real political stuff. Then he's talking about if God had an iPod, I'd be on his playlist. Then he gives you a new commandment. It's like I feel like, no offense to Sci-Hi, but he definitely tried the hardest and didn't get as much appreciation as he deserved for what he did because his verses are gas. But it's just,
But look, listen, I rate Sci-Hi because he's he's written a lot of verses for a lot of people and will never really get the credit for it. I mean, like the fame for it. But sometimes I feel like with Sci-Hi, it's just it's clever punchline after clever punchline, but they don't really like link. It's just like punchline after punchline. It's not really like Pusha T's is intricate. Kanye West is really saying stuff, and I'm not saying Sci-Hi doesn't at all, but sometimes it's just like
it's shock value.
yeah. But it's not like I don't know. I like Sci-Hi though. I do.
Yeah, Sci-Hi. But the thing is, you know what? The second I remembered we was doing Posse Cuts, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go for that whole good music run they had from 2010 to 2013. Like I was looking at Cruel Summer. I was looking at all of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I was like, you know what? My favorite
Good
one
Fridays.
is So Appalled. But there's songs that aren't even out that I wanted to play, like Christian Dior Denim Flow. That is one of my favorite ever Kanye songs.
Mm-hmm.
He just lists a whole bunch of models, which is just insane to me.
What's the one? I feel like I played that or something else when we did a battle, and then you all said it wasn't a Posse Cut.
Nah.
Because it was like 3 rap verses and a hook or something like that.
Did we? I don't know. Christian Dior Denim Flow is one of my favorite Kanye songs. Definitely.
So what were you
Okay.
saying? Overall comments.
I don't know. This
Best
didn't
song?
feel as gassy as last time. I feel like this was like a bit of a we all went for kind of safe picks, if that's kind of something to say. Apart from Kieran. Kieran went out there, but he delivered.
Yeah, mine was a bit safe. Could have gone a bit more risky and went UK.
Yeah, maybe
Sean's
we should
one
have
was
done
Best
like-
song.
best
Good
song.
for the pod.
I'm still going with International Players Anthem, to be honest.
International Pairs Anthem was the best song picked, I think.
Yeah, I'd go
It's
for
just-
that. I'd go for
It's
that.
like a masterpiece of music. That's like a Posse Cut that works as a song still as well. Big
I feel like every the verses are really on topic, and the beat progresses nice as well. There's little. I mean, obviously there's the drums that come in for the second verse, but there's little changes that go on as well. Yeah, I would say that as well.
Who's got the best verse?
Best verse. I've given it to Tyler just for bullying, just sheer
Tyler's one is
bullying.
so mad.
I'm still sticking to
I'm
Big Boy.
so mad.
Big Boy's verse was my
Earl's
favorite.
one. What about Earl's one as well?
Nice.
Oh man.
Yeah, Earl's is like the personal one for me because I still remember fairly vividly like my reaction to first hearing it. I was just
I think
blown away.
I think Tyler's one in it because that's the verse that I just
I'm
want to
gonna
wheel
go
up.
Tyler as well.
I always want to wheel up Tyler's verse because he just goes crazy on it.
He bullies them.
He just takes over the track.
Yeah, he showed them
and
what
that
he was gonna
stands
do.
Out, so yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'm going Tyler.
I'm sticking with Big Boy, but I feel like it's Tyler who's getting the majority
Big
of
Boy
the
is
votes here.
Big Boy and Andre probably had the second and best verses of the night.
Well, I mean, we could be here all night talk about Andre if you really want to do that. Like, Sean will be like, "Listen, you don't understand what Andre 3000 is about. He's the
A lot
best
of people say
rapper
that's his
alive."
best verse. You know, I'm surprised.
Nah, do you know
people
what?
say it was the best.
No, that's not his.
What I'll be honest.
A lot of
Yeah,
people say
one thing I'll say is that it feel we had the debate about Life of the Party.
Yeah,
Life of the Party feels like an extension of this one. Like,
They're similar verses. I actually think that too.
yeah.
Maybe it was recorded back
It's like he
then.
went back.
Pictionary.
This was the reference for Life of the Party, and he sort of just refined it and made it, what it was. But
He topped
that,
it.
that's interesting.
Biggest surprise of the night? I think I'm gonna go with Kieran's pick.
You know, everyone was like turning their heads like,
Yeah.
that's an instant modern classic.
Trust me.
Lil Yachty.
Lil Yachty.
I don't know.
It's just got comedy value.
I
so
don't
bad,
know
it's
why
good.
he's a rapper. Like he's not. His first song was just funny, and then now he's just like some weird meme that keeps going.
Wasn't he on Donda though? He was on Donda, right?
Yeah, he was
And
on Donda.
He's
yeah.
got a nice verse on Donda
What
too.
did he do
It
on
makes you
Donda?
think like, is he a good rapper?
Wait, what song is he on?
So he is
Donda?
on Donda. Oh, which song though? I can't-
Okay,
I can't-
okay.
He's definitely on.
Is
yeah,
it
that's it.
okay?
Oh,
Yeah, it might
He's
be.
got the
okay,
middle
okay,
verse on
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's-
Oh
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah. He's like, how bit did you?
Kanye speak to Jay. That one. It's
I
nice.
can't get with the offbeat stuff. Like his offbeat is not it.
Hey, it's your boy Theo, and thanks for listening to the Grey Area Podcast. Now, go over and check the Discord. We got loads of different playlists for you guys to check out. And most importantly of all, we want to hear from our community. So go over and check it out. You might get a free seasoning pack. Peace.